Wyoming Valley Clutch, work ethic.
Mhm.
Let's talk a little bit about, being the go-to guy when the game's on the line. You've kind of established yourself that, listen, I want that ball in my hands, but there's a lot of guys we could put the ball in their hands, but
Yeah,
good things are happening when you're touching that ball.
yeah, for sure. Well, first it starts with the work. I put a lot of work in over the summer, winter, spring, all year round. But like you said, we got a lot of guys who could kind of close the game out if need be. We have a lot of guys who keep poised down in, tight situations. So, who's ever hot, we roll with them. But, fortunate enough for me to hit a couple of those this year.
Let's talk about your team. Let's first talk relationship-wise. You and Larry, you guys pretty tight?
Yeah, over 10 years, since I started playing basketball, Larry was really the driving force to help me pick up the motor to just keep going, you know what I mean? We played all the time. I didn't play basketball as much, but then once I picked it up, I didn't stop, We played leagues, practice together, chill, watch the game together, So we did a lot of things over the past, decade.
How about
Honestly.
the step from playing, okay, hey, we're going to go play some pickup basketball, go
Yeah.
play in a league, to then take it like ABA, we're going to go play ABA basketball. Talk about how that kind of progressed for you guys.
Oh yeah, it started with me playing in Binghamton one year, and then Larry was always supporting me like any friend would, just along the way. But as I was playing more and more, he just realized how much he actually missed the game a little bit, So as we got the work in, obviously I put the like a bug in the coach's ear, pretty much, telling them that I knew someone, and he gave him a shot, and he just he picked it up and ran with it. He never looked back. So since then, we've been in Binghamton. We were fortunate enough to win a regional championship there. We were just younger guys playing our roles, not really knowing what we were building, you know. And then we were able to come home, and Dave and Chris were fortunate enough to give us the idea that we could do something together for our own community. And then that's when we really put forth stride of really making a difference in our community.
Let's talk about, Dave and Chris's vision, Coach Rick Rode. And of
Yeah,
course, now all you players have a vision. Hey, I want to help little kids in our area. I want to give them a little inspiration. I want to
yeah,
give back to the community, so to speak. So,
yeah.
what's it like to be a member and to represent Northeastern Pennsylvania?
Yeah, for sure. Dave and Chris are always good players. Larry and I knew that since we were young teens, just working, trying to be better, play with the older guys. Those were guys we really would play against sometimes, would ask questions, and not really knowing that this situation was even a possibility years down the road. So it was a lot easier to get comfortable with the opportunity just because of the camaraderie and of basketball that we built through them. And then we didn't really know Jerry Rickrode, but once he came along, we realized what type of coach he was and what he demands of his players. And anyone who likes to hold themselves accountable couldn't ask for anything more, So I like it a lot.
You guys are adults, and in this particular league, there's lots of conversations with your teammates, with your coach, and with the referees. It's a little different take than people might be used to.
Yeah.
But talk about some of those adult conversations that might not be eye to eye, but you guys got to find a way to work through it.
Yeah.
And it might be, hey, man, I want to get back in there. Just hold on a couple minutes.
Yeah. Well, first it starts with just studying the game, because if you really watch the game, you realize that every team has these situations. We're not really doing anything that no one else has never done. So whether it's me or whether it's the last guy on the bench, whether it's the middle, the guy who comes in when we need him to do something specific, no one really ever gets too high or too low, just because we all individually love the game. So even when moments do get tough, we realize who we are at the end of the day, and then we just try our best to just put our heads down and do what we need to do collectively, not individually.
What is it about this team that put you in the position you guys are going to go be one of the best 8 teams and play in Missouri?
Well, first it starts with our defense. Every guy will walk in the door by himself saying, "I'm not going to let my guys score today." And when you have a bunch of guys like that, it's really tough to stop when you're on the same page as far as helping. Who's helping the helper, who's really picking the guy up 94 feet, who's helping the guy when he's picking up 94 feet, things like that. We don't really have to discuss. It was kind of second nature. So I feel like that has really propelled us to really get over the hump that we've been looking to get over these past couple of years. But since we added guys like Logan Bailey and Brandon Hall and Will Johnson and guys like that, just a lot of energy, along to go with the energy we already had. You know what I mean? It's double what we had offensively as far as pushing the ball and transition and just getting easy plays before we have to slow down and play basketball. So.
Got to see you with your mom after
Yeah.
you guys won that championship. A special relationship with her. Talk a little bit about having a relationship with your mom and just hey, this is this is what it's about. Having a loving family, and just kind of making sure that you're feeling good about it, and your mom's awfully proud of you.
Yeah. I mean, my mom's always been there since I first started playing basketball when I was brand new and I was horrible. She always just let me know that there are possibilities to do more as long as I keep working. So even when I made little strides, she was there. Big strides, she was there. When I lost championship games, she was always there. And I have aspirations to be something very, overwhelming sometimes. So a mother is always like a mother in those situations. And when I won that game the other day, just to see her there just lets me know that like I really have somebody by my side, thick and thin, no matter what.
Well, congratulations. Great to see you contributing and being here local in Northeast PA in the Wyoming Valley Clutch.
Yeah, I mean, I love doing this for the community. Like not everyone gets to say they won a championship nationally for their hometown. So just to do that or have the opportunity, I'm really going to give it all I got for sure.
All right, Jamie, thank you.
Thank you.